Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Castro here, YS Stocks and Options. And what are we doing today, right? What are we doing today? It's another weekly forecast, right? Looking at technical analysis, looking at the charts and determining where exactly do we think these indexes is going. Again, we're going to look at the S&P 500, the Russell 2000, QQQ, NASDAQ 100, and lastly, we're going to look at the Dow Jones Industrial, right? But before we do that, you guys know that we like to take a look at the past forecast that we did in order for us to see if they hit our target or they did not, right? So first thing, we're going to look at the past targets and we'll go from there. So the first one that I want to go over is the QQQ, right? So for the Qs, I had a long-term target here for the Qs for $302.98, as you guys can see here, right? $302.98, roughly. Right, we had a bearish engulfing candle here. This is really like a bearish piercing candle, right? From there, we had heavy volume on Thursday, and believe it or not, right, on Friday, right, it closed looked like this looks like a spinning top, right? Spinning top candle. CCI trending downward. Stochastics kind of flat right here, right? Stochastics kind of flat with a little bit of divergence. So this here leads me to believe that next week, right? Next week, we should see a slight little rally to the upside, right? I'm not going to go crazy with this. I'm going to say a slight little rally up here, right? I'm going to say 317. I'm going to go to 316.53 on this one in particular, right? Yeah, it's a daily chart, right? For the Qs, right? Slight little rally to, you know what? I'm going to go, not even that. I'm here to 315.28, right? 315.28 for next week, right? For the Qs, right? Short term, 315.28, right? So that's for the Qs. Let's go into the IWM, the Russell 2000. So if you guys can see here, the Russell 2000, a few things that happened, right? Our forecast was that it was going to come down and test that $182.52. That was a success, ladies and gentlemen. Right, success, boom, right? So we're going to take this one out of here, right? And as you can see here, what happened, right? It crossed, right? It crossed this support line, right? Crossed support line of $184, and it broke right through that. So now that it broke the support line, right? This was the previous support line that we were talking about for a while, right? Now that it broke this support line here. Short term, I'm expecting a quick little rally, right, to test this support area here. So I'm going to go to 185, right? We know that this was support, now it's turning to resistance. So I'm saying that the Russell 2000 is going to test 185, right, next week. And then we're going to see what happens to the volume after that. Friday, there was a lot of motivation here, as you can see, with the heavy volume for the downside for the bears. But this area here will support nice resistance. I think it's going to be tested next week, right? Let's go into the Dow Jones, right? Dow Jones Industrial, DIA. Check this out. So for the DIA, we drew a lot of things, right? This year was just a line dictating the way that the ETF usually likes to cascade down as it comes down here, right? Check this out. Boom. It hit our price target to the T here. Success. Through successful trade right there. And look what happened. It closed here again. This is like a hammer candlestick, right? Hammer candlestick pattern. So with that being said, and we know that the stock had support right here, right? I'm gonna say, right, my forecast, right? See here, the CCI is kind of flatline. It's kind of going down overall, but I still have. I'm gonna say it's gonna test 320. I'm going to 320. $3.86 for the upside, right? Because as you can see here, we're still seeing, right, the EMA, the 20 EMA still going that way, right? Still going downward. So, right, short little rally here, $3 for the upside for the Dow Jones, and then depending on the volume, we're gonna try to make another assessment on this one, but $3 for the upside for this one. Now we're gonna go into the S&P 500, right? SPY. So for the S&P 500, I drew some fan lines here, right? These are support lines here in different time frame, and boom, right? We saw this fan line was broken here. Boom, it came down. It came down past this support area here, right? Tested the support area, came back up. But as you can see here, what happened? The fan line served as resistance, right? This line here serves as resistance, and also the moving average. And of course, you guys know my moving average is a 21 EMA moving average, right? So the SPY went all the way up to the moving average, right? Broke the fan line, right? Retesting here, and then it crumbled on Wednesday, right? Right after the Fed made the announcement on Thursday here, right? So it rallied on Wednesday, right? And then Thursday it crumbled down. And what we've seen here, it formed it's like a doji, right? But it hit our forecast of $406.08, right? Hit our price target allowance. So that was a successful trade right there. Boom, right? So now to look into the future, right? What are we expecting the S&P 500 is going to do? Well, being that it closed in a long-legged doji here, right? Small body. My forecast for this one in particular, short little rally, right? Short little rally here, 416.92, right? 416.92, that's where I'm going with it, right? For next week. And then we're gonna evaluate based on the volume, right? But as we saw here, right? We saw sell-off volume here, and then we have the buyers to control the ETF here, the S&P 500, right? We had boom, 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 volume, decrease in volume, right? A little increase in volume, and the next day we had a huge sell-off. So my forecast for this one, S&P 500, $460.92 for the upside. Right? The CCI is trending downward, right? But the stochastics, slight divergence, but looks to pull upward. So that's going to be a short little rally for the upside, given all the pending bad news in the market, right? Inflation's going on. We got the war in Ukraine, and we got of course, we have the Fed, who's not really being too aggressive as far as the rate hikes. I think last week is on. They only moved it what 50 basis points, and failed to put 75 points on the table. So more to follow on that for the next Fed meeting and what they have to say about it. So that's the forecast for the S&P 500, the IWM, the Dow Jones, DIA, and also the QQQ. What I would like to leave you with, though, is a few things, right? Make sure if you're trading these and you're taking a look into these forecasts here, right? Always have your stop loss set up, right? You always want to have your stop loss in order for you to make sure that you're taking profits at the right area. And if not, you're going to find yourself with sad emojis. And we don't like sad emojis at all. So I'm going to be looking at trading all these on Monday, right? For market forecast. But I like to do a macro for you guys in particular for the market. And the macro is taking a look at, again, it's taking a look at all the indexes, right? Well, this is a forecast from long ago. Look at that one. It hit. Hold on. Erase the current forecast that I placed on here. I said it will go to 315, I think 93, I said, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I gave this one 315. 315, 90, 90, 96, right? 96, 98, roughly. Okay. So let's look at the big picture, right? Big picture meaning the monthly chart. What are we seeing on the monthly chart? Right. So a few things. We saw that, right? This is the S&P 500. We saw that the S&P 500 closed right on the 21 moving average right here, right on the 21 moving average. But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, it closed in a bearish engulfing candle, right? This candle here, bearish, right? Engulf, right? The previous 2 months candles. This is usually a sign for more, right? More downfall to come, right? More price action to the south side, right? So overall, I myself, I have a long position on a really the market to fall a little bit lower, right? Of course, that's my hedge for this one in particular. And if you look at the Qs, look at the Qs, right? Boom, another bearish engulfing candle, and we see that now is right this support line here. This support line here, right, has already been testing, and not only the Q's trading below the 21 EMA moving average, right? Exponential moving average, but it's also trading, right? It opened up, right? This week below, right? Below the price action for, right? April's candle. So this is a really key pivotal point here, which is going to determine whether we're going to continue to go down lower, right? As we find ourselves in bearish territory here, trading below the 21 EMA. And we've been bearish ever since what, December timeframe, going lower and lower and lower and lower, right? So I have a long position on this one all the way to June. We'll see what happens, but this doesn't look good at all, right? Every candle, right? We saw here another bearish engulfing, right? Then we saw here some hammers, right? But on April, boom, it went down lower. So this is going to be a key pivotal point to see how low we're going to go as we go into like phase 3 of the market, the bearish market, that is. Okay, IWM. IWM, right? Same story here, right? Right. Ever since December, right? Really November, we've been seeing IWM, which is a small cap company, just go lower, lower, and lower, right? We have some consolidation here. We have some consolidation over here, right? And after consolidation, that's what? Decline, right? We have some decline, and next, what's next, right? So we have some accumulation, advance, right? Distribution. After this distribution is decline. And we don't know how far this is going to go lower, right? But I'm really excited to see what's going to happen, to be honest with you, because I mean, if it breaks through resistance here, $182.50 and roughly $180.77, I think we probably gonna test the 167 because that's not much below here, right? Let's look at the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones has been the stronger of the indexes, of the composite averages, right? And the reason is because these are the companies here that truly make things, right? So unlike tech, unlike small cap, right? The Dow Jones hasn't been hit as hard as the Nasdaq 100, right, or the S&P 500. So still trading above the 20 EMA, right? Of course, it's been going down or whatever, but again, this is a pivotal point here for all stocks, and this one in particular as well. So we did QQQ, we did the S&P 500, we did we do the Qs? Yeah, we did the Qs, right? So that's all of them, right? So pivotal points again, key points of the market, right? Nothing is getting better right now. So as you look into the market forecast, right, this is what we're trading, right? We're trading the market because it's easy to predict the market, right? When you know what's going on within that environment. So let us know what you think, right? This is Castro again with YS Stocks and Options. We always say we'll see you guys at the finish line, and always practice logical emotions. Peace and be blessed.